Congratulating you on your forthcoming birthday. How does it make you feel, sir? 2017.
When I made the impression, my birthday was March 5.
Okay, March 5.
It was last Wednesday.
Okay. Okay.
To the glory of God, I was 70
Okay.
last Wednesday, 5th of March. But because of the Ramadan period
Okay.
and Lent time,
Okay.
so we shifted the Thanksgiving service
Okay.
and reception
Okay.
to 5th of April.
Okay. Okay. But sir, how did you feel last Wednesday when you woke up, knowing that?
I thank God. I thought about it, but I knew the God I serve.
Okay.
So one night, before I slept, I woke up very early. I don't know why. God assured me. He woke me up very early. I said, "Don't worry." I felt so good. I mean, to be 70, I don't think it's a joke.
Yeah.
So it's a privilege from God.
Okay, sir.
I thank Him for that privilege.
Okay, sir. When you look back at the journey, sir, how does it make you feel?
Well, please, to make it to that 7th floor, I felt so good anyway. But all the same, it was a very rough journey. It was a rough journey. So a lot of things happens, especially last year. This time last year I was still in the hospital in the US. When I celebrated my 69th birthday on the hospital bed, waiting to be operated. So it was terrible. But this year, I'm ready, go spirit, and thank God for that.
Okay, sir. Let me take you back, sir, to how it all started. Where were you born? Where did you grow up? And
I was born in this town called Ishara,
okay.
my Jerusalem. You see, I was born here, I went to primary school here, and secondary school, Sapade Grammar School.
Okay.
All in Ishara here, before I went to Lagos. When I was in Lagos, I worked briefly with Nigeria Port Authority. From then, I worked at Flour Mills Nigeria Limited. From there, I got a visa to go to the US. So I spent a lot of time in Ishara. I thank God, because when I joined politics as local government chairman, House of Assembly, commissioner, all those positions, it's because of Ishara. Because I used Ishara quotas and Lemon quotas too. So I thank God that I'm highly pleased by God for all these opportunities.
At what point did you go into politics? At what point did you go into politics, and what was the attraction that politics had for you?
I didn't plan to join politics. When I came back, I set up the printing press, 76, 78 solo and machine there. I was producing greeting cards that time. I was my cards. I was doing very well. But I came back to the town. One of my younger friends invited me to a meeting. It was a political meeting. I was not interested, but all the same, I was there. The discussion then, that was 1995. The discussion was that Remonot was part of the Kenya local government then. They were discussing that the chairmanship should be sold to this site, which is Remonot site. That was their discussion, since I was not interested. On that meeting, there was a man, he's late now. He saw me, he accused me that, why am I doing that meeting? He invited me to this meeting. Am I the one they have adopted to take his position because he was trying to go for the chairmanship then? I was shocked. I said, let me go out of this meeting. The people who at the meeting said, no, I should sit. I should sit since I'm from this area. This meeting was held in relation, not here, far relation. So I started the meeting. After the meeting, all those young guys, we went out, enjoy ourselves. A week later, I saw some people in my house in Lagos. Why are they looking for me? From where? They said they are from Ikeda local government, some of them that they want to track me to contest for the chairmanship. I said no. So after some time, I said, okay, let me go do my own consultation. I came back home. My daddy was still alive there. My mom said no. My daddy said yes, and other people. That was how I joined the race. I contested for the chairmanship of the local government in 1996. Thank God Almighty, I won that election. Since that time, I've been in politics.
And then, so you've contributed a lot politically. When you also look at all the various posts you've held and public office and all that, what are the lessons that you've learned?
Well, there's a lot of lesson there. Serving the people is not a tea party. You have to be prepared. Because one man's plate is another man's policy. Sometimes, as you are trying to feed some people, you are trying to starve some people. But you have to balance it, especially in deep parts of the world. Especially when people around you are predominantly uneducated people. You have to be patient to their level. Some believe in policy of sharing money. So if you do a road now, what somebody told me, if you do a road now, I don't have a car. How will I then benefit from doing that? So why can't you give me my own money? So it's you have to, what helped me the most, like I said, I went to primary school and secondary school. I grew up here. So that was one of the reasons that those people lost me, because some people grew up and understand each other very well. But now it's different ballgame now. People are beginning to be educated in the way their representative should perform. So since 1996, I'm still there. I must have been doing something right. But in 1996 to 2020, where we are 2025, I'm still there continually, non-stop. So you can trace it. After my chairmanship, was when I was the chairman of Kenya local government that Remonot was created.
Okay.
Because I came from Remonot area, automatically I became the first the chairman administrator of this local government. So my job basically is to set foundation for this local government. When this Remonot was created as a local government, it was named Idarapo local government Ishara that time. So the people of other communities like Odi, Para, and Akaka, Lara, they were not happy. Why? Because there was local government before, not the Bison Abajo administration. And Sapade was the capital. So they prefer Idarapo and Sapade, not Ishara. There was a lot of problem that time. So when I look at Ishara, we don't have any infrastructure we can use to take off as local government. So I have to look for a place, look for a house there and beg them. I don't have an office, but I manage it because the other committee want me to go to Sapade. But I explained to them, Idarapo Ishara, not Sapade. I'll be contravening the law if I go to Sapade. Though it's conducive, the environment is okay, but that's not lawsuit. Ishara. So there was so much problem that time. So they went to Abuja to approach the military government to change the name back to change the capital to Sapade. But at the end of the day, we just said the best thing for them to do is to change the name of the local government. That was why the federal government changed the Darapọ̀ to Remo North. As God will have it, we are the only local government area the whole Remo bearing Remo today.
Bearing.
Remo today.
Okay. Okay.
Other is Shagamu, Ishara. If you go to any of our embassy abroad, if you are looking for Remo, they will point you to Remo North. They will point you to Remo North. Not or else no other Remo. But thank God Almighty, we are living together as a community and thank God for that.
After your second experience as chairman, what other positions?
After my expiration of my time, because I got like I said, we have done busy very well. During this current dispensation in 1999, I contested for the House of Assembly. This was on APP, not APC, no, not AD or PDP. And you know, AD was the predominant party in Southwest Nigeria, most popular. But I won the House of Assembly under APP. Why? Because I was former chairman and I did what I could do to serve people. And that is sink in their heads. And then they rewarded me. I defeated them. The ADU took me to Tribunal. You know what's happening in Nigeria? At that time, they said before I could win, APP could win, I must have beat the election. So they manual the Tribunal. At the end of the day, they took my mandate from me and gave to the AD. I had to go to the Court of Appeal. I hired the services of Afedo Badala and Co. Company. So as God will have it, I regained my mandate at Court of Appeal in Ibadan. Then from that House of Assembly in 2022, my intention was to go to National Assembly. But as God, you know, police, as God will have it. Instead, I became the commissioner in 2003 instead of going to the National Assembly. Because the party sat down, they said, look, you are qualified, you can go, but no, we want somebody else to do. That was how I became the commissioner in 2003.
What was your experience as commissioner? What was your experience like as commissioner?
Well, it's you know, commissioner in the state is a bigger application. I was given 3 portfolios then: youth, sports, and employment generation. 3 ministries in one. So the experience was, I was so excited. I can remember the day my first interview. I told them that I look at all the sports infrastructure in the state. They are nothing. They are nothing to do. They are all decay. And I said, okay, what can we do to revive all this facility in Ogun State? I suggested to the government, before I even told the government, I told first time that I would bring the National Sport Festival to Ogun State for the first time as a tool to revive our sports infrastructure. As God will have it, we won the bid to host. During the period, the 3 stadiums were built, one in Ijebu-Ode, one in Shagamu, and one in Lara. We hosted the most successful sports festival. Only profitable, we declare profit. For the first time in history of Nigeria. We resuscitated the Gateway Football Club from a club that got promotion from the second division to the first division. And from the same year, from the first division to the Premier League of Nigeria, that time, we were able to do all that. We were able to revive our sport facility then. As for the youth, when we came, there were so many problems in our campuses. All these gangs, what do you call them? So many, so that we have to work very hard to make sure that as we have peace among them. We put them under the employment generation. Under the employment generation then, so we created an avenue for them to be trained in any trade they want. And when they finish that training, the government give them seed money to start their business. We even bought so many equipment for them and take off money for the youth. In 1.5 years, we trained about 12,000 people. Then, we share out with the team. So that was highly unprecedented at that time for any government to do that. So that was some of the achievements that make the administration of UGT to be recognized at that time. So that's youth sport and employment generation. So after that, we created a department for it, call it OGG, Ogun State Employment Generation Agency. But I don't know what is happening today. But that was what we did then, and I believe those who are there now knows better.
Okay.
So they do what they are doing.
Okay. I've noticed that politically you've been very close to Senator OGD. I don't know if it's still.
Yes, Senator OGD. How I met Senator OGD. I was in the House of Assembly then. He came. He came back. I was sitting outside with some of my friends. He came there and said, I'm looking for Otunba Showemimo. I said, who's looking for him? He said, Benga Dami. Even though I knew him. So when he said he wanted to be governor. Then he brought a paper in his jacket and it was written, my name was among those people. The note, it was a note from our former minister for State for Finance, our late leader, Martin Jubilee, that is Kuye, that you should see the following people. He came, we went inside. I told him my ambitions to go to National Assembly. That yes, he want to be governor. I said, okay, let us, as a young man, we can work together. Let us work in hand and hand. That's how I met him. So that's what we met. And from that time, we have been working together. Wow. And so I have a little respect for him. I can say respect for me too. So we are still working together up to date. It will interest you now. I'm the head of his political advisory committee team. I'm the head of his advisory team today. So our relationship is still more stronger than it used to be.
Yeah.
When I met that one, I was chairman of the Kenya local government.
Okay.
He came to my office. I didn't know him. So my secretary brought him out that somebody is meeting. I said, he should come. I saw him, he introduced himself. I said, what can I do for you? He said, I'm the name to I want to join politics and I want to contest for the Senate. And I said, I should come and see my local government chairman. That's how we met. So he's a governor today. So all those things. And after he spoke the first time, he gave my appointment as the chairman of the State Water Corporation. This that we are building his first time. So all of them are free.
Okay, sir. If you look at the political situation of things today, how do you feel, sir? If you look at the political situation of things today, what are your observations? And
let me tell you, my observation, your observation cannot be the same.
okay.
Because you cannot see in politics more than your leader. No matter how intelligent you are, you can say your advice. It's the leader that implements it or not implement it. So, it's the problem of Nigeria's leadership. Here, we don't test our leaders before we elect them. But when we elected them, we expect them to perform wonder. From where? You can't put something on nothing. And Nigeria today is difficult. to talk to a president to who we go because we are not bold enough. Some people prefer to protect their food than tell the governor the truth. That is what is happening today. So my governor have not done this, my governor, what did he promise you before he go? What did he promise you before he go? So most of them did not promise anything. And you cannot continue to go there and ask him for what you do. So most the followers have their own problem. Leadership have their own problem. If you are telling them Nigeria today, you don't have money, they pick an intelligent person with money to lead than somebody that have brain and don't have money. So that's why I'm saying that's the problem.
Leadership
people are not tested. When they can throw the carrots, what do you expect? People will be running around there and you expect them to perform wonder. Where? Look at their track record. So the problem, the followers and the leadership have their own. We have to balance it. The day we sit down and choose a leader for who he is, not because of what we have got from him or what he promised us, then everything will be more stable. So that is the problem. It's not the followership too. They now politics by this time of Nigeria we are in the game. Some people have already chosen who's their governor based on what they have got from him. What do you expect? If somebody wants to be governor and before he became governor, he spent 50 billion of his own money. Don't you know that person, if he wins the election, have the right to recover his money? I'm just saying, I'm not saying that I do that. To recover his money, investment. Now, who robbed the politician first? The thieves. Who stole from them first? It's the followers that stole from the politician first. If you go and campaign somewhere and tell them what you want to do, and you leave without giving the party away something, you will say, I leave. Who will vote for you? So I think man go there now to get his own recover his money. You are calling him thieves. After you have stolen from him first. So those are the some of these problems. You have to when you invest, you have to reap from your investment. Up to any level. So that is the problem that you have to balance up. No matter if you don't do that, you continue to bring wrong people. Look at what we did. Local government chairman, somebody will just sit down here and pick, go there. They are being tested. And you turn around to blame those people. He tested them for that this one I can maneuver them, not for you. So that is some of the problem we have. In Nigeria, we have so many intelligent people, but they cannot go there. No, money is important. One philosopher says, politics is not about money, but don't go near it if you don't have it. So, but in Nigeria, money first. Then, no matter how bad is your personality, no matter how worse is your past record, money first in Nigeria.
Thank you very much.